Hi, it's Foodie Food Girl, aka Veronica, and today I'm going to make some zucchini pasta, or as I like to call it, Rawsta, because it is going to be raw. So I have these nice, beautiful yellow zucchinis, and the smaller they are, the more tender they are. And what I'm doing here is I'm just going to cut off the ends because I'm going to spiralize them. I don't know if you have a machine like this, but it's pretty cool. You just put your zucchini in here. You make sure that the middle part is in this circle. You lock it in, and then these spikes actually hold the zucchini. You have different blades. I'm going to make, you know what? I think I'm going to make a thinner noodle. So you'll see how easy this is. You can just replace, and right here it tells you how thin or how thick. So I'm going to go with a little bit thinner. Just pop it in here. And there you go. So again, you just put the center in the center of here, clip that in, and then you start to spin. And now, if you come over on this side, you can see these glorious yellow noodles. They're just great. And this is so easy. I mean, this is faster than boiling pasta in a pot of water. And what you'll get, you just pull this out and you get the core of the inside of the zucchini. Now I still use this. I'm going to chop it a little bit later, but I'm going to do another one right away because I'm going to make enough pasta. I have a friend coming over, so we're going to have a nice Rawsta dinner. And again, if you go over to this side, you can see how it's coming out. Cascading. Look at this, so beautiful. And this color is really pretty. I like the yellow. The green is nice too. I don't really notice a difference in the green versus the yellow. And so what I'm going to do now with this, look at how nice this is. I'm going to put it in a big bowl. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Now I like Himalayan rock salt. This is my super duper salt grinder, and I'm just going to let that sit because there is a lot of water in here, and then what I'll do is I'll drain it. Now these that were left over, these are the ends, I'm not going to use those. You can just chop this up, and it's kind of fun when people get them. Now I didn't finish this one all the way, so you can do whatever you like. You can chop it up really fine. You can use it. You can use it. You can just eat it if you want. Not the best chopper in the world, but that doesn't matter. And you can put all that in here. Nothing ever gets wasted with raw food. I'm going to leave this for decoration. So just toss it a few times. And then I'll just leave it. Now the other thing, if you want to, you can just take some scissors, and if they're too long, you can just cut them because they might be a little bit difficult to eat with a fork. And that's it. Okay, so we'll just put this aside. Now with these zucchini noodles, I thought I would make a nice cauliflower sauce. And the reason I want to make a cauliflower sauce is because cauliflower is in season. And one of the great things about eating raw, you really want to be eating food that's in season, so it doesn't really cost that much. For example, cauliflower in the dead of winter would probably be, I don't know, in Toronto, $7. Now they're on sale for, not on sale, they're in season for $1.99. In order to make my sauce, I pre-cut my cauliflower, and I include the little leaves. They're good too. And also I include the core. The core is fine. And this goes into my Vitamix. You can put it into another blender if you like, whatever works. I'm going to add a little bit of water because this is going to be my sauce. And now I'm going to just put this on, put my topper in. how fast you can break this down and make a sauce. So what I have done earlier today, I had some raw organic pine nuts. They're not cheap, but they're really good. And I just put them in a little blender with some filtered water, and I got a nice thick consistency. So I'm going to pour that in here. Just a little bit. I'm going to add maybe a little tiny bit more filtered water. And then if you want it cheesy, I use nutritional yeast. I'm a huge fan of nutritional yeast. And again, with raw food, you can put in as much or as little as you like. It does not matter. Put this back in here. I don't need the tamper, so I'm just going to put the lid on, and then we'll give it a nice blend. Now look at this. Wow, that is so nice. I'm going to take it over here now. So you can see how moist these noodles are from the little bit of salt. It really takes out the moisture. So I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to drain it a little bit. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit. Now for this cauliflower sauce. I'm going to just put this right in here. And again, you can add as little or as much as you want. Give it a nice creamy toss. I shelled these peas. I got them from the farmer's market and I shelled them. And so they're raw. Add those in there. You can add whatever greens you want, or actually any vegetables. I chopped a little bit of purple onion. I happen to love purple onions, so I'm going to put a lot in there. I love it for two reasons. Onions are very good for you, and I like the color. And this is all from the farmer's market. These are little broccoli florets that I have had pre-cut for this video. And then I happen to love spinach. One of the things that I like to do with spinach is I like to sort of slice it very fine. I roll them together, you know, just like this, and then I slice. And again, nothing has to be exact in raw food. It's not like any other kind of food where you have to measure and weigh and count calories and look at, you know, all kinds of things on the labels. You don't need to do any of that with raw food. If you don't like spinach, you can add kale. You can add all kinds of vegetables. And then just sort of toss this all together. That look lovely. And as far as herbs, I'm a little bit of an herbaholic. This is fresh dill. Again, you put any herb you want. I happen to really like dill. And I bought quite a bit of dill, so I want to use it. And there's nothing like fresh herbs. You can just smell it. It just smells so beautiful and so fragrant. This looks so yummy. I'm going to have to try it. Oh, look at this. And I can even spin it like pasta. Mmm. Mmm. So good. Mmm. Finger looking good. Now I'm going to plate this. I'm going to grab a plate out of here. And again, this is really for two people because I'm going to have a salad as well. But I'm going to put this here on this plate, the whole thing, just so you can get a feel for how much it really is. So that's a lot of Rawsta. I'm going to just get in here and get a fork. And now the best part about plating is just making it look really pretty. Remember this little piece that I had? I'm just going to throw that in there for decoration. And another thing that I love is edible flowers. These are cosmos. I grow them myself in my garden. So you can just put it wherever you want. And did you know that these purple clovers, they're full of sweetness. If you pick this and you suck the end of it, it's so sweet. It's so gorgeous. So you can eat all the parts of a clover. So we can put that in there. And the other thing is, if you wanted to, you could just break this apart and you could just toss a few of these here and there. And it looks pretty too. And then this, I have a triple geranium. Now it is an organic geranium. You can't eat the geraniums that you buy in the big box stores because they put a lot of chemicals on them. But this one is an organic triple geranium. So there you have it. You have some really nice edible flowers that you can use to decorate. And then I just use a tiny, tiny little bit of my herb salt and put that on top. So there you have it. How long was that? You have a nice zucchini Rawsta pasta, and then you have cauliflower and pine nut sauce. So if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And for this and other recipes, check out my link below. Thanks.